version of the Bible should a new believer read? So I'm talking new believer. So you don't want to tell them to read the King James because that's kind of stilted language. But perhaps you want to get a living Bible that is pretty fluid and isn't in depth, but at least it gets you going and you kind of have some tread in it. But then, after you've read the Bible for a while, you think, I want more depth to this. I know there's more depth to this than I'm getting. So if I were you, I would go to a Bible bookstore and I would look at 4 or 5 versions of the Bible, sit down and take your time and read them and see what you're comfortable with. Now, I have read, of course, the New King James again and again and again, but I wanted to read something new and something different so that I already know those words that it's going to say there. So I began to look at some different translations. So sometimes when I would travel, I would take a different translation on the plane or, with me in my suitcase to read in the hotel while I'm there. And then maybe I would make some special notes on it, what it said in that version and what was the new thing that I got. Now, if you are looking for God to read you, this is me. I'm looking for God to read me. I want Him to talk to me when I read. I don't want it just to be up here. I want it to be very personal. So let's just take Genesis. In the beginning was the Word. Oh, well, that doesn't sound very interesting. But yes, would you like to know the beginning of things in God's eyes? Well, yeah, I would. So I'm going to read the rest of that chapter and see how it goes together. And then after I read that chapter, I think, well, let's see how it ties in with chapter 2. So underline, put question marks, put another reference that you may know to that, and put that down too. And begin to dig. Do you know what I'm saying? Dig and see. Now sometimes when I'm reading, I don't know what the word means. So I look up the word and see what the word is, and then I write it down. Maybe I'll write 2 or 3 words because, again, the paper is not holy. And so I mark up a Bible. You say, well, I want to keep mine neat. Well, I don't want to keep mine neat. I want to keep mine used. And sometimes when I hear somebody preach and they bring out a word meaning of one of the words that I've never seen before, I'll write that in my Bible. And sometimes Sarah or Reese or someone that's a friend will bring something and I think, I never saw that before. Where have I been? And so I will write that down. So you say, you're constantly looking for revelation. You got it, honey. I'm constantly looking for revelation. And I pray that into your heart also.